So my voice is clear, ma'am?
Yes, your
Yes,
voice is
ma'am,
clear.
it's clear.
So, Vishal's, are you here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, he
Okay,
has
thank you.
joined.
So, over to you,
Okay, ma'am.
Ishrat, ma'am.
Yeah, doctor. Okay. Thank you for joining us in the fourth session of day one on this topic. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Ishrat, Assistant Professor of the Department of Economics, Galgotias University. Today, we are delighted to have Mr. Vishal Gupta with us. He is the Senior Consultant of South Asia elsewhere. Mr. Gupta has 14 years of work experience in the domains of biotechnology, publishing, and data analytics. Currently, he is working with elsewhere as a senior consultant, where he has the responsibility of supporting Scopus Science Direct Mendeley users in various countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Mr. Vishal is a certified presenter for the author workshop and a certified Mendeley trainer also. He is going to speak on the topic entitled Managing Mendeley Software for Research. This session will focus on how Mendeley software is helping in research writing. It's our pleasure to have Mr. Vishal Gupta with us on this FTP. After completing this session, we will be having around 10 to 15 minutes for question and answer. For any query related to this lecture, participants are welcome to put their questions in the chat box. Before handling it over to Mr. Vishal Gupta, participants are requested to kindly fill the feedback form, which will be shared soon in the Zoom meeting. Now I am requesting to Mr. Vishal Gupta to take over. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm just sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen clearly.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It is visible.
thank you. Uh, Firstly, I'm really thankful to the organizers at Galgotia University and for organizing this session. My voice feels a little heavy because I'm on the 6th day of my COVID infection today. So I'm a little better,
Bless you.
recovering fast. But I honestly request everyone to follow precautions because I don't think anybody else has taken that many precautions as me, and I still was able to contract COVID. So it is really infectious, and it's not good.
I know.
Most of
um,
us are falling sick.
so
Yes, even I am recovering.
yeah, I know.
We all
I
are in the same boat.
everyone I hear, everyone I
Yeah.
talk to is either recovering or suffering, and uh, I
I'm
wish
recovering
everyone
from
good
the
health.
second bout.
Oh
Oh,
my
okay,
God.
ma'am.
Ma'am, take care.
Okay. So yeah, I was listening to Sabia ma'am, and there were so many things that were of learning. I also learned a lot. I do a lot of author workshops, and there are questions that come up around this topic, and it's really interesting to know this her perspective as well. And some of the things got really clear. But I think she's definitely laid the foundation stone for my presentation. There were a lot of things that she covered around how to write a research proposal, and explaining the difference between synopsis and a research proposal, and a lot of things have come up. But I think she also mentioned in her one of the slides that referencing and in text citations is something which is extremely critical, and that is what I'll be covering in this today's topic, which I have titled managing references made easy using Mendeley. So be it a research proposal or a research article, you need to write a bibliography, you need to have in-text citations, and they are extremely critical because they involve a lot of technicality. Like there are different citation formats, and if you know, very popularly, you will find only 2 or 3 citation formats which are very common, like APA or
Mm.
Vancouver, Harvard, uh, IEEE, and Nature. So these are the ones that are very common, and I'm sure throughout your career, even Sabia ma'am, if she can let us know how many citation styles has she come across in her career. Very few, right?
Very few.
But yeah, maximum people have come across only 2 to 5 styles, right? But in reality, there are more than 7,500 citation styles. There are styles specific to journals, there are styles specific to universities, when people need to write their thesis. So there are different formats, and it gets really difficult because there are minor differences, and then you need to know everything, where the comma needs to be put, which letter should be in bold, which should be in italics, and how this entire thing is to be framed. So there is a lot of technicality, and I think if you need to write 100 references, let's say for example, it takes around a week for experienced people, and for people who have lesser experience it takes more time. And uh, even one comma can make your entire format incorrect. So you need to be very thorough with this particular part of the research writing, which is maintaining references. So let me start with a quick introduction about Elsevier. I hope all of you recognize Elsevier as a publisher. We are more of an information analytics or company now, with a lot of products like Scopus, Science Direct, Mendeley. And Mendeley is something which I think most of you have known. Some of you are still using Mendeley. And some of you probably don't use Mendeley because you're not comfortable with how it works. So today, I think it will be more easier. After this session, I'll try to make sure everyone knows how to go about using Mendeley. I would also like to introduce all of you to this online platform developed by Elsevier, which is called the Elsevier Researcher Academy. On this platform, you can come across free online courses developed for the entire research workflow, starting from how to write a research proposal, how to apply for a grant, how to be technical in your research writing, how to manage references, how to find journals, what are research ethics, and many more topics that you can come across. Once you complete a course on this platform, you can also self-generate a certificate for yourself. So to access this, just type Elsevier Researcher Academy on Google, or use the link at the top of the screen, and you can easily go onto the platform. There are courses like how to write a book, how to find a journal, such interactive courses, and you can take any of these courses completely free of cost. So let me start from where, actually, let me summarize. A lot of things have been already explained by Sabia ma'am, but I would just like to pick a few and help you understand what happens when an article finally is submitted. If it is submitted to an editor, what happens to that paper, right? Which workflow does it follow? So this on your screen is a simple editorial workflow. The article that you submit straight away goes to the editor's desk. At the editor's desk, the editor has fixed some benchmarks. Based on those benchmarks, the editor takes a decision whether to forward it to the reviewers or send it back to the author, or which means desk rejection. You'll be surprised to know that 85 to 90% of the papers are desk rejected, are rejected at this stage with the editor. So only 10% of the papers actually go through. And this is an average. Some journals may have a higher rejection rate. Some journals may have a lower rejection rate, right? Now, you might be thinking that a paper, an article that you took months to write, an editor only has 10 to 15 minutes per paper because of the number of papers or submissions that happen. So what does the editor look at in those 10, 15 minutes? Of course, he or she does not go through the entire paper in detail. That's the job of the reviewers first. So what does the editor look at in 10, 15 minutes? And I think these points will help you understand what to prioritize, right? So what does the editor actually want? So the first thing that the editor wants is that the article should be scientifically correct, which means that it should have a connection to the past. It should not be an isolated piece of research. Whatever you are writing is justified by something that has happened in the past. Next, it should not be something that has been done in the past, similar to something that has been done in the past. So it should report something new. There has to be an element of novelty in your paper. Now, that novelty should also be significant, which means that it should not be something that is that you have discovered, or that you are putting it in as a concept, but it is of no application, it is of no use to anyone in the society, right? So that means that it should have an impact. The impact could be political, social, economical, financial, any kind of impact. And impact can also be measured at your research inspires more research. So that is also an impact, right? And lastly, the article must be of interest to the readers. So the editor's job is to make sure that the audience is engaged. So they want to make sure that the audience is in finding the article interesting. They are reading that article, because it's the audience, it's the readers that are going to certify, that are going to say whether the article is good enough or not. And how can they do that? by giving citations. So that is something which the editor pays special focus on. Now, definitely, there are things that editors like, and there are things that editors do not like. So as important it is to know what they like, it is also important to know what they don't like, right? So some of the reasons of rejections that has been conveyed to us by some of our editors are: number one, topic of research not trending, not impactful, which means that the topic must be of some impact. It must be trending with the audience, the readers of this particular journal, right? So that will attract more viewership, more readership. Then poorly written abstracts or language errors. So if there are too many language errors, if the English is not readable, not understandable by the editor, then they do not have the time to spend a lot of time on your paper to understand what you're trying to say. So editors do understand that English is not the first language of everyone, but they do expect that if you are publishing in an English journal, the English must at least be simple, logical, and easy to read. So it should not be complex. It should be easy, simple, logical, easy to read, right? Then comes too many or irrelevant self-citations. So what are self-citations? Citing your own paper. Can you cite your own paper? Yes, you can. But if you irrelevantly cite your previous paper just to get a citation, the editor is smart enough to point that out. And irrelevant self-citations are categorized under unethical publishing practices. If there is anything unethical in a paper, the editor will definitely not want to go ahead with that paper. So be very careful when you are citing your own papers. It should be very relevant to the current article. Then poor geographical distribution of citations. So again, there are some things that you need to convey to the editor. As Sabia ma'am was saying, that the editor wants to see how well read you are. What are the articles that you are reading? Are you reading the correct articles? Are you reading articles from across the globe? How will you tell that to the editor? By through your references, through the bibliography. So your articles, your references should come from different parts of the globe. It should not be localized to one city, one country. It should be well geographically distributed. That tells the editor that you have done a good literature review. Then recent or older articles not cited. So your bibliography should be a good mix of the latest articles as well as the articles from the past. So it should be a good mixture. There has to be a width in your references as well. As important it is to cite the latest article, it is equally important to cite the older articles as well to give reference to context. That's what you do in a literature review, right? You tell a story, how it started, what happened, and then why you are doing this research. And for that, you need to have a good spread of references across time periods. The leading scientists and top journal articles not cited. Again, the editor is the subject matter expert. They know who are the top scientists, which are the top journal articles, which are the top authors. So, you need to make sure that you cite these, leading scientists, leading journals, leading articles. This again gives a good impression to the editor and tells them that you are doing a good literature review. Now, you might be thinking that, why am I discussing this editorial workflow? Because, 4 of these 6 points directly relate to citations or the references that you make. And this is why it is highly critical that you manage your references effectively. Today's session is going to focus on this particular part about Mendeley. So we all know that researchers go through different stages, and it's not easy to be a researcher. It's not just the technical research that you do. There is a lot of admin work that you need to follow. And once you start writing your paper, there are specific issues that come up. Like, which citation style should I use? How do I write my bibliography? Should I write it manually, or some changes, or change the format? Do I need to write my bibliography again? Now, these questions I know are really stressful, and a simple solution to all these questions is Mendeley. So what is Mendeley? Mendeley is basically a reference manager. So it basically helps you in 3 things. It helps you building your knowledge. So you can organize your references, find relevant articles on Mendeley as well. Mendeley is also an open repository of articles and research data. You can stay up to date with the kind of content that is available, the kind of updates that are happening. You can sync it to your library, and you can also manage your research. So you can categorize your articles into different folders, search within Mendeley data, find relevant articles and save them to your library. How to use Mendeley? So today I'm going to tell you two ways of using Mendeley. So one of the ways is through the traditional, the common way of using Mendeley, which has been existing for a long time, using the Word plugin and the web importer. So that is one way, and there is a beta version of using another way of using Mendeley, which is Mendeley site. So today I'm going to demonstrate both to you, right? So uh, uh, people who are already using Mendeley will know about a new way of using Mendeley as well, right? So how to use Mendeley? So the simple steps that are mentioned is log on to mendeley.com, create a free account, right? If you already have a Scopus or a Science Direct account, user ID, password, you can use the same because all of these three are connected to each other. You can download and install the Mendeley desktop software and then install the MS Word plugin and web importer. Now I have captured a few screenshots for all of you to make it easy for you to understand where to do it from where. So this is the Mendeley webpage where you need to enter Mendeley, www.mendeley.com. Once you enter into the page, you will see you will see an icon here which asks you to sign in or create a free account. So you can click there, you can enter your email ID. It's just used as a username. It'll ask for some other details. So just like you sign on to a new platform, you need to sign on using your basic details. So there are two versions of Mendeley now. One is the web version, which is the online version. And then there is a software, which can be used offline as well and can be downloaded from the website. So where can you download the Mendeley software? So you see this icon here, which says download. So you click on this download icon and you will be able to see a shortcut. Once it gets installed, a shortcut will appear on your desktop, which looks like this, which is called the Mendeley desktop software. When you open this, it opens the software and you see something like this. Now, when you open this for the first time, you will not see so many articles. It will be blank basically, right? Because you have not added anything to the platform. So this is just an illustration of how it will look once you have populated the library. Now, how to use the app, adding files on the system. So it's quite simple. If you open the software, you will see this icons here on top, which says add. You can use this add files, add folder, or you can simply drag and drop anything on the Mendeley software. So if there is a Word file on your, there is a PDF file on your desktop, you can just drag and drop it on Mendeley software and it will immediately add it to the library. Or you can also use this add files and add folders and add directly to Mendeley. I'll demonstrate everything. So I'll show you the software as well. Then under tools, you need to click on install web importer and install MS Word plugin. So this is one way of using Mendeley, and you can simply do this when you are on the software. I'll show you again a demo of how to do it. So I think it will be better if I just go directly to the live platform. So give me a minute while I move from the PPT slides to the live platform. So, ma'am, can you just confirm me if you can see my desktop now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So this is the Mendeley homepage. So once you sign in and you enter your credentials, you will enter this page. And this is how it looks nowadays, right? First thing that you notice here is there are two options here. One is search and one is library. So when you click on search, you are able to search open text articles, open access articles, as well as research data using the Mendeley platform. Mendeley, outsources its content from various open platforms, and you can make use of it. So let's say I type any keyword here. Let's say artificial intelligence, okay, and I just do a search, and the system will immediately search from within its entire database. There are filters on the left hand side. You can use these filters to further filter out your articles, and then you can see the number of citations and readers, Mendeley readers as well. Who are Mendeley readers? Mendeley readers are people who have saved this to their library, to the Mendeley library. Now you can see an icon here which says add to library. So if you want to add this article directly to your library, you can do that by just clicking here. And you see there is a PDF icon which is mentioned here, which means the full text PDF is accessible. If you don't see a PDF article, it means that only the content is available. There is no PDF for this particular article. But despite that fact, you can still save the reference. If you don't have the complete PDF, you can still save the reference, the citation information, and you can make the bibliography later on, right? So this is one way of adding articles to your Mendeley library. Where can you see these articles? You can see these articles here under library. So when you go there, this is your personal website, which you will see. This is like virtual library. It's like Google Docs. You can actually carry them anywhere. Even if you are not on your system, you can log into your system, your Mendeley profile from anywhere in the world, and just access all the articles that you have saved. So now you see on top, you could see that it was syncing, and it says synced. So where did it sync? So everything on Mendeley is saved on a cloud. Each one of you personally, when you create an account on Mendeley, have a personal space of 2 GB, within which you can actually save as many PDFs as you want, that accommodates within 2 GB. So that is the free space that all of you have. And once you sync it, it basically syncs from the cloud and brings everything here on the library, right? Now you can see that the articles are then divided into folders and groups. Now, how to actually view this kind of a view, and all these articles, how did I add? So for that, you need to download the Mendeley software, right? So as I said, the Mendeley software can be downloaded right from the homepage, right? So you can also click on your name here on the right hand side, and you see that there is there is an option to download the Mendeley software from the homepage. So when you go to mendeley.com, just give me a minute. Right? So if I sign out from my profile, see here it says download Mendeley, right? So once you click on your name, once you have signed it, you will see download Mendeley, and this will help you to reach a page where you can download the Mendeley software from. Once you download the Mendeley software, you open it, it looks something like this. Now, when you open it for the first time, I told you earlier, everything will be blank here. So how can you add articles to Mendeley? Again, as I said, you can drag and drop articles on this software, or you can use these buttons here on top, add files, add folder, right? So this is again how I've made these categorizations. On the left hand side, there is an option to create folders as well. So I can create a folder and then save those articles in that particular folder. So once I go to that folder, I will only see articles that are there in that particular folder. And if I click on all documents, it will show me all the documents irrespective of the folder that it is in, right? So this is a good way of managing your references as well, right? So this is how you create your references. And again, on top, you see there is a section called tools. So if you click on tools, you see install web importer and install MS Word plugin. So I've already installed both these things. And now let me show you how this will actually help you in creating the references, right? So let me open a Word file for you. And now on this Word file, please watch very carefully. I'll be showing two ways of using Mendeley. One, through this under references, you see this tab called Mendeley Cytomatic. So where did this come from? So within the software, when I clicked on tools and install MS Word plugin, this is the MS Word plugin that will get installed with your MS Word. Mendeley Cytomatic. You will see a similar one which is provided by the Word file, which is citations and bibliography. Don't get confused with this. You need to install Mendeley Cytomatic. Now, first, let me show you using Mendeley Cytomatic, and then I will show you using Mendeley Cite that you see here on the extreme right hand side. So first, let me use Mendeley cytomatic and show you how to create these references. So let me say that I am writing something, artificial dot something, I'm just writing something. And now I need to insert my in-text citation here where my cursor is, right? So all I need to do is go to Mendeley cytomatic under references, click on, just follow the instructions here. Click on insert citation. Now, when I click on insert citation, I will see this small window that opens up, right? If I know the citation name, the author name, I just need to put it here and it will show me in the drop down all the things. If I am not very sure, I will click on go to Mendeley. See here, I'll just go directly to Mendeley. It opens the software for me. Now on the software, I know where my article is because I have organized them into folders. I know where my article is. So I straight away go to that folder. I click on this article that I want to cite, and then I will click on cite on top. Now you might be noticing that there are few icons here. What do these icons mean? So if you see this kind of an icon, the red one, this is a full text PDF, which means this article has the full text already downloaded in the system. If you see nothing here, completely blank, it means that this is just a reference that has been copied from the internet. There is no full text available on Mendeley for this article. And if you see this kind of a download sign, it means that right now there is just the reference, but the original PDF is attached. If you wish to download it to your platform, you can download it. Right. So these are the three different icons that you will see here. And so don't confuse with that. Irrespective of this, it will be able to cite if the citation information is there. So now let me click on this article and use this button on top, which says cite. So as soon as I click here, it will create an in-text citation for me. Now, which format is this? You see from this drop down here, there is a tab called style. So if I click here, you see these are the various styles that are mentioned here. These are the top 10 styles that I have been using during demos. So it is showing me these top 10 styles, right? So right now I can change it to any style. If I want to change it to IEEE, I can do that by one button, one click. If I want to get more styles, I need to click here under more styles. First, check under installed list, right? So check whether that particular citation style is already there or not, right? Let's say you are interested in Vancouver. So click here and click on use this style. So it will start using Vancouver. Let's say you are not able to find your style in the installed list also. Then what do? You go to get more styles. Under get more styles, you need to keep, typing, right now this is disabled. I don't know why, but as soon as you type the name of the journal, at least for Elsevier journals, you will see all the journals name appearing. So you don't even need to know the citation style name. Just put in the name of the journal and that journal will come up and you can click on that and say use this style, right? If you don't know the journal and you can't see the journal name here, you need to write to the editor or first check the journal's website. Under abstract and indexing, you will be able to see the citation style name. If you don't find it, write to the editor, tell him or her that you are using Mendeley and you need to know the citation style name and they can give you that, right? So this is how you can actually find different styles. Okay, so let me go back now and let me change it to APA for easy understanding. Now let me continue writing, and now I need to enter two citations together. What happens when you enter two citations together? So you need to merge these citations. Again, merging is different with different formats. So let me first show you how to insert two citations together. So I click on insert citation. I again go to Mendeley. And now I know which two articles I want to cite. So I click both the articles using control. I have selected both the articles. And now I say cite on top. And see, it will be merged and cited in the format of the citation style. Right now, this is APA. If I again want to change this citation style to IEEE, it will change to this particular format, right? So every format has a different way of merging, and you don't need to know that. The system will automatically arrange it for you. Then let's say, I have made 3 citations now. You can make 50, 100, as many citations as you want. And this particular technology, this method is called cite while you write. So while you are writing, you can, keep making this citation so that you don't forget later on. right? So the only prerequisite is you should have collected all your references in the Mendeley software, right? So that will make it easy for you. Once you have done this, you just need to put your cursor, let's say I want to enter my bibliography now. So this is where I want to enter my bibliography, and my cursor is here. All I need to do is click on insert bibliography in this box. So as soon as I click on insert bibliography, you see my entire bibliography is created in the format of the particular citation style. So right now, APA uses alphabetical order, so it is organizing it in alphabetical order. If I change it to IEEE, it will probably use the 1, 2, 3 method. So it is now changed to I 1, 2, 3 method. You don't have to do anything. The system will automatically organize this. Now let's say there is a common issue that comes up. What if, first of all, I need to enter page number. So how do I add page number, right? Or anything else I need to add within a citation. I want to edit a citation. So whichever citation you need to edit, let's say citation number 1. So I click on that citation, and on top you see this becomes edit citation instead of insert citation now. So I click on edit citation. This is the citation that I want to edit, Lee 2016. So I click here, and now using this drop down, I can add anything. So let's say I want to add page number 2. So I click here, I write page number 2, and the system will automatically update it to page number 2 as well, right? Similarly, this will again, this page number is also written in the format of the citation style. So even if you change the style now back to APA, doesn't matter. It will be formatted in that particular format, right? So now let me go back to this style, because this is easier to understand. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And there is a common issue comes. What if I need to delete a citation? Happens then? So if I need to delete citation number 1, what happens? 2 becomes 1, 3 becomes 2. So you need to change in text as well as in bibliography, which again takes a lot of time. These small things to edit, and it's a big headache. If you're using Mendeley, this process is pretty simple. Just click on backspace and remove this citation, and click on refresh, and the system will automatically organize your entire bibliography. The way I deleted, similar way you can add another citation, and the system will automatically again update everything with the numbering. So you don't need to worry about order, format, anything. All you need to worry about is citing the right articles in the right places. So this is one way of using Mendeley, which is via the Mendeley Cytomatic. Now let me
Vishal
show
sir,
you.
one question
Yes,
is there.
yes.
Bibliography, how you got this bibliography?
So I clicked, so let me create it again. So let me
Okay.
delete this.
Thank you.
So how I made this bibliography is pretty simple. I put my cursor where I want to start my bibliography with, and on top there is a button called insert bibliography. So I just click here, and the bibliography is automatically created. Okay, so I think this is pretty clear.
So
So
all article that we cited will be reflected in the bibliography.
yes,
Sir?
yes. So the 1, 2, 3, all the ones. So I have cited 3. You can see 3 here.
According to our format, whether it is American.
Exactly. You need to choose that format here, right?
Achha.
Whichever format you choose, it will change to that. So let's say APA. So now it is changed to APA.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So this is how you do using Mendeley Cytomatic. Now let me show you how to follow this same process using Mendeley Cyto. Can you please mute everyone? There is a lot of disturbance in the background. Thank you. Okay, so now let me delete this entire portion, and let me show you how to use the Mendeley Cite option. So where the Mendeley Cite option will be available, first you need to go to insert. Under insert, you need to go to your word add-ins. Like here, get add-ins. So you will go here, and under office store, see right now my system is locked, so I'm not able to see here, but you will be able to see here on your Microsoft Word. I have it under admin managed. So you need to find Mendeley Cite. So just type Mendeley, and this Mendeley Cite option will come up. All you need to do is click here and add it to your Word. So you will see this type of an icon on the right hand side of your screen top. You will see this side of a Mendeley Cite icon being created, right? So Now what you need to do, let's say now I want to create a citation here, right? How do I do that? So my cursor is here. I click on Mendeley site. So as soon as I click on Mendeley site, on the right hand side, you will be able to see my Mendeley site is already linked to my library. First time when you do this, you need to enter your email ID and password that you have used to sign on to Mendeley. It will immediately link your library to that. Now, whatever is there on my library, I am able to see all the articles here, all the articles, they are listed here. So all I need to do is search for the references, the name of the references. Okay. I just need to type that particular author's name or that particular article title name, and it will all come up. If I want to cite an article here now, I click here and I say insert citation, right? So as soon as I click on insert citation, see this citation has now been inserted. Now I want to continue writing. So I click here and my citation is now created. If I want to change my citation and if I want to write, put in a page number or something, I just need to click on the citation name, add the page number or folio number, whatever I want to add, let's say page number 2, and then I click on save changes. So this is now saved, right? So this is how you are going to use the Mendeley citation style, right? Here, and this will be,
Hello, sir. Hello.
yeah.
Will you please repeat insert from insert?
Okay, so you click on this first references, all references, or you can go to the folders that you have created on the software. Everything will be reflected here. So once you are there, all you need to do is find your article here, okay, by clicking on, by writing that particular word here. Let's say I have written the name of the author. So now it comes here, and my cursor is where, again, let me delete this so that you are able to understand. Okay, so my cursor is where I want to insert the in-text citation. I click on this citation that I want to insert. If I want to insert 2, I can click on both. Right now I'm doing just 1. So I click on insert citation and you see the citation is now created. Now, if I want to add or edit this particular citation, I will click here on this name, and then I can choose anything from here. So let's say page number, and I say 2, and I say save. So it adds the page number as well, right? So this is how you are going to add citations here. Okay, now continue writing. Again, I want to insert another citation here. So I click here and I say insert one citation. See, both the citations have now been inserted here. And now all I want to do is I want to create my bibliography. So how do I create my bibliography now? Again, I put my cursor where I want to insert my bibliography. And under this more, you will find insert bibliography. So just click here, continue, and your entire bibliography is now created, right? If you want to change the citation style using Mendeley site, you need to click here. You will see all the mostly used citation styles here. If you wish to choose another style, just click here, search for the citation style name, and then use that style.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, actually, while installing this citation style into Mendeley, actually, I use the Blue Book. So how can I install this like Blue Book that is edited in this Mendeley, sir?
Blue Book, what do you mean by Blue Book, sir?
The Harvard
Excuse
Blue,
me,
Yes.
Harvard Blue Book citation reference.
who is asking the question? I just wanted to tell you, whatever query you have related to this topic, you can ask after this session.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so this is how you insert the citations and you create the bibliography on Mendeley, right? Now there is one last question that I would like to address, which is how do you you have the PDFs which you can directly add to Mendeley and create your library here, right? How do we add references from different websites directly to Mendeley, right? So for that you need to have the install web importer. You need to install the web importer. This web importer will be reflected on your browser. So on my Mendeley Chrome browser, sorry, Google Chrome browser, you can see this Mendeley icon here. This is the web importer. Now let me go to any website. I can go to Science Direct, IEEE, I can go to Springer, any portal that you want. So let me say I go to PubMed. This is an open repository, right? So I'll go here, and here I type a few words. Let me just type simple word cancer, and see all these articles have come up. Now I want to move some of these articles from here to my Mendeley software. So how can I do this? I can simply click on this icon here. As soon as I click, it will open a side window, and all the articles that are there on this page will automatically be listed on this side window. Whichever article I want to move from here to Mendeley, I just need to click on those articles. So see, it is now checking for PDF also. If the PDF is available, you will see an icon like this. If the PDF is not available, you will see PDF not found, but you can still copy the referencing style. So that is a big plus. Even if you don't have the PDF, you can arrange the PDF from somewhere else, but you still want to have the citation style format, that you can copy the reference directly from here. So let's say I want to copy this reference from here to Mendeley, and I say add. So where did it get added now? It got added to the cloud. And now from my cloud, how can I bring it to Mendeley? I just need to click on sync. So right now it is I don't know, it is showing some disconnection. So as soon as you click on sync, it will come under recently added here. You will be able to see your article here under recently added. And from here, you can just directly drag and drop it to any folder that you want. So let's say you want this article in this folder. So you click and drag and drop it here. Now this article will definitely, you can go to this folder and you will be able to see this article right here, right? So this is how, you can arrange your library, create different kinds of references, and start working with Mendeley. So this actually brings me to the end of my session. If you have any questions, I know there are a lot of issues that researchers face, because small and big issues on how to use Mendeley. But if you do face, there is a proper support center. All the FAQs are mentioned here. Most of your questions can be answered from these FAQs here. So do visit the Mendeley support page from the homepage, and you will be able to find a lot of answers to your questions. There is also a live chat option available. You can raise your questions from here on the Mendeley platform as well directly, and you can get your answers within 24 hours, right? So with this, I would like to stop here, and would like to take some questions if there are any.
Thank you so much, Vishal Gupta, sir, for giving us this valuable knowledge for us in research writing. Sir, can I start question?
Please.
Yeah. This question is from Abdul Jabbar, and he is asking, is there any similarity in Mendeley Reference Manager and Mendeley Desktop?
So they both are interconnected. They are part of the same solution. Mendeley Desktop is an online version. So you can actually, if you are not carrying your laptop, for example, right, and you are going to some other place, you can simply log on to your profile, download the Mendeley software on another system, and sync your library with that software. So that can be done immediately. So everything is saved on a cloud, which makes it easier for you to carry your library as you move around. So that is the desktop. While if you talk about the software, there are a lot of times when we are traveling, right? We are traveling in flights, we are traveling on trains, and you don't have internet connectivity. The best part is that the Mendeley software does not need internet to create citations, right? So it can be used offline. Of course, if you want to add anything to the platform, you will need internet to sync it. But if you have your library complete, you can use it offline and anywhere, just without, even without internet connectivity, you will be able to write your paper, create bibliographies, manage, those references within the software. So this is the difference between the both.
Sir, we have one more question, and it is Dr. Janki V, and she is asking, is there any good other source citation management application apart from Mendeley?
Right. So
And
there are
can we
many.
use, sorry, sir, can
No,
we
no problem.
use Mendeley with LaTeX?
Yes. So both the answer to both the questions is yes. So with apart from Mendeley, there are many other softwares also that you will come across. There are Zotero, there is Papers, there is EndNote, right? But again, it all depends on how easy it is for you to use. Before you, I would definitely recommend that you try all the manage referencing softwares and see which one is more useful to you, more easy to use, more flexible to your needs, and definitely use that, because this is something which is really important part of your research writing, and you should be using a software where you are most comfortable with. And related to LaTeX, what I can do is after this session, I can share a Word file, sorry, a PDF file, which will have steps on how to use it with LaTeX as well. So there is a simple integration, and we will on that PDF, it will be easy for you to understand how to use it with LaTeX.
Sir, can we continue with the next question if you are comfortable?
Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, the next question is, during framing a research, is it necessary to give detailed information about the strategies that will be used for data analysis?
And I don't think this question is relevant to Mendeley.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So there is a question related to the safety of data, the security of the data. So the entire Mendeley platform is IP protected. So there is no issues related to security. It is
Sir,
a cloud. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. We have one more question. Divya is asking, how secure is storage services offered by Mendeley? Is there a chance of once shading becoming public?
Yeah, ma'am, I was answering that question itself. So the question about security is that Mendeley, as I said, everything is saved on a cloud, and all this is IP protected. So there is no chances of these annotations becoming public.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Do we have
Ma'am,
any
Mansi, ma'am. Yes. Is it it is audible?
Thank you. I think there are a few more questions. One is, okay, I'm taking the liberty of asking the question.
Yeah, please.
So name of the person is not given here, so I'm just reading it out. During framing a research, is it necessary to give detailed information about the strategies that will be used for data analysis?
Sorry, ma'am. This question I have already asked.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Maybe
and he's saying it is not related to Mendeley.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So another question have you covered? Two questions that came.
Yeah, ma'am. I can see another questions in the chat box regarding Harvard Blue Book referencing style.
Yes.
So instead of taking one referencing style at a moment, again I would like to tell you that Mendeley has a repository of more than 7,500 citation styles. It is very simple. Go to Mendeley, click on Get More Styles, type in Harvard Blue Book referencing style, and it will appear there. Just click on Use that style, and you are good to go. So no matter which citation style is there, 99.9% of the times you will be able to find it if you know the name of the citation style, right? So that will be on Mendeley.
Okay. Thank you so much, Vishal, for that extensive discussion on Mendeley. I think many people are not even aware of this database manager to make their research so easy and comprehensive. Even I have started using it just a year back, and it has been wonderful, in terms of producing data and research, analysis for my research. Thank you so much. I think we have shared the feedback forms to the participants. Kindly fill that up. Ishrat, ma'am?
Yeah. I just want to ask one question.
Please, ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, can you share the the emails and the phone numbers of the resource persons, so that in sometimes later when we want to invite them for other programs, or some gaps that we feel later on, we can.
We'll share with you in the email or in the Telegram that you're part of. We'll do that.
Yeah, I've not been able to link to the Telegram.
No issue. I will send it to you through email. Please put up an email to us. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
put up an
You are
email
audible.
to us. Whoever has any specific query or any specific request, please put up an email to us. We'll definitely respond back, and we will try to extend our support as much as possible. No issue.
Excuse me, ma'am. One information I want to give, that the mail which we have shared with you for the confirmation of registration, Telegram link, Zoom link, and Facebook link is there. And those participants who want to join, they can join in Telegram, and the further information will be given on FTP Telegram.
Ma'am, one request, ma'am. Is there any opportunity to get this recorded video?
Yes,
ma'am?
you will be receiving recorded video as well on the Google Classroom that has been created. So we already have shared all the details through email, that the recorded sessions, additional details of the FDP and speakers information and reference list, everything you will be getting on the Google Classroom that you all are part of. I would request you, if you have not joined yet, kindly join, because that this is the only way we can reach out to you people for all the recordings and all. So thank you.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
definitely share. Thank you. So we are almost in the end of our first day sessions, and I think it's been wonderful listening to all these eminent speakers and distinguished guests. And what else? We are waiting again for another round of interaction tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Thank you, Vishal, for joining us today. Couldn't be grateful, more grateful to you for giving your valuable time to us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
So
What time to be busy tomorrow?
So we are going to meet tomorrow at 10:30. So I would like to request all of you to please log in around 10:15, I would say. So would be available around that time, and we'll try to give you more details about the FDP through Telegram and the Google Classroom that has been created for all of you. So see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Hi, I just had a small query. Hi, Sheetal, sorry, it's Divya here. I just wanted to know if one needs to join some other classroom. There's one Google Classroom, but that's been named specifically for day one or something.
No, we have created Google Classroom for each session. If you have look at it closely. We also have created Telegram link. So these are all for the FDP purpose. So there are a couple of links also provided, like if you want to join YouTube online, also Facebook online. So we have tried to create all this medium for your access.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Any more queries?
Yeah, my desktop is not synced with my phone. So can you add me in the Telegram group? My phone number is there with you all.
Can you please give me your number? Okay, what you can do is, I think
my phone number is already there in all the Google forms.
Ma'am, have you received the confirmation mail?
Yes, I'm a participant.
Can you please send us an email with your mobile number again? I do not like
my email contains the signature of my email contains my mobile number.
Okay, ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, like there are two numbers already given on the session plan. If you closely look, so you can just drop message.
That would be great. Yes, that would be great. We would definitely like to take your number in publicly if you just
drop a message.
There are numbers given
brochure
on the
as well as session plan.
Yes. Is it fine? I mean, anyone else? with any query?
Sorry, this is Divya again. But technically, it's possible to just go by the email. So instead of joining all these other things, I can join each session through the links given.
No issue, no issue, no issue. We are not restricting you, with anything. It's just that if you can drop us an email right away, it would be easier for you, for us to identify, because we are loaded with 1600 emails. You can understand our difficulty.
So what kind of email do you want from us?
Anything from your end, whatever request you have, whatever queries you have, just drop us an email straight away at socialscienceresearchsole@gmail.com. That is already written on the brochure. Just write an email to us with all your queries. So we'll definitely get back to you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Any more queries?
Are we going to conclude this?
Yeah, I think if there is there are no queries, we can definitely. So thank you everybody for joining us today. We are going to see you soon tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Ishrat ma'am.
I think Wasim sir wanted to say something.
You already spoke.
Yeah,
Sir?
yeah, I'm done. So we can formally conclude this meeting so that we can meet tomorrow by 10:30.
Sure, sir.
And make sure that we join in before 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, then, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.